Whenever the topic of unimaginable cruelty against humanity is discussed, history inevitably turns its gaze to Adolf Hitler. The dictator of Germany, Hitler's actions not only led to World War II, but also caused the deaths of nearly 70 to 80 million people. In this video, you'll learn 30 shocking and lesser-known facts about Hitler that you might not have heard before. Please stay with me till the end. Number 1, Hitler harbored a deep, destructive hatred for Jews, considering them impure. He claimed that they were responsible for all of society's problems. Fueled by this hatred, he ordered the execution of 6 million Jews, leading to one of the darkest chapters in human history, the Holocaust. Number 2, ironically, Hitler's first love was a Jewish girl. However, the same man who caused terror across the globe didn't even have the courage to express his feelings to her. It's tragic to think that a man who shook the world to its core couldn't muster the bravery to speak to the girl he loved. Number 3, before World War II even began, Hitler's racist policies had already claimed the lives of around 11 million people, and during the war, nearly 70 million more lives were lost. The scale of the devastation is impossible to truly comprehend. Number 4, the Holocaust was a deliberate and horrifying plan to erase the Jewish population. Hitler established concentration camps where innocent people were tortured to death. These camps were so horrific that many prisoners prayed for death instead of being sent there. And yet, despite being responsible for this immense cruelty, Hitler never once visited these camps himself. Number 5, because of Hitler's oppressive regime, even brilliant minds like Albert Einstein were forced to flee Germany. Einstein, who had contributed so much to the world, sought refuge in the United States, leaving his homeland behind forever. Number 6. It might sound unbelievable, but before the outbreak of World War II, Hitler was actually nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 1939. The irony is almost unbearable. The man responsible for one of the deadliest wars in human history was once considered for such an honorable award. Number 7. In 1938, Time magazine named Hitler as Man of the Year. It's hard to understand how someone who would later become a symbol of hatred and destruction was once celebrated so widely. Number 8. Despite his cruelty, Hitler believed deeply in God. He was highly religious, and it's unsettling to think how someone with such strong faith could commit such unforgivable acts. Number 9. Another contradiction in Hitler's personality is that he was a strict vegetarian. He was so concerned about animal cruelty that he enacted laws to prevent it. Yet, he had no compassion for the millions of people he ordered to be tortured and killed. Number 10. Hitler was also the first major political figure in modern history to launch an anti-smoking campaign, declaring that smoking was harmful to health. Number 11. Many world leaders rely on professional speechwriters, but Hitler always wrote his speeches himself. His words were filled with hate, but they had the power to move crowds in ways that still leave historians speechless. Number 12. Hitler was a mesmerizing speaker. His speeches were inflammatory and aimed at provoking anger. He enjoyed inciting the masses, and sadly, his words were powerful enough to persuade millions to follow him down a path of destruction. Number 13. Hitler's family life was troubled. His father married 3 times. Hitler was born to his father's 3rd wife after 2 marriages to women much older than him. Number 14. Before Hitler was born, his mother had planned to abort him. In a twist of fate, the doctor advised against it at the last moment, leading to the birth of the man who would go on to cause unimaginable suffering. Number 15. Hitler had an unusual lifestyle. He often woke up around 11 a.m. and forced his servants to stay awake until late into the night to cater to him. Number 16. It's strange but true. Hitler and the famous comedian Charlie Chaplin shared almost identical mustaches. Some say that Hitler was a fan of Chaplin, and their birthdays were just 4 days apart in April 1889. Number 17. The name Adolf means noble wolf, but the man himself became a symbol of fear and devastation. Number 18. As a child, Hitler dreamed of becoming a priest. When he was just 4 years old, a priest saved him from drowning. It's haunting to think how different the world might have been if fate had taken a different course. Number 19. During World War I, a British soldier spared the life of a wounded German soldier. That soldier was Adolf Hitler. It's chilling to imagine that a single decision on the battlefield could have changed the course of history. Number 20. Anne Frank, a young Jewish girl, wrote a diary during the Nazi occupation, which her father gave her for her 13th birthday. The Diary of a Young Girl is now one of the world's most read books, offering a deeply personal glimpse into the horrors that Hitler's regime inflicted on millions. Number 21. Hitler was obsessed with the idea that someone might poison him. He employed food tasters to test every meal before he ate, fearing betrayal at every turn. Number 22. Hitler had only one testicle, which prevented him from ever becoming a father, a fact that has sparked much speculation over the years. Number 23. Like many historical figures, including Alexander the Great and Napoleon, Hitler had a strange fear of cats. Number 24. In his autobiography Mein Kampf, Hitler wrote many offensive things about India and Indians. When Subhas Chandra Bose met Hitler, he expressed his anger, and Hitler, feeling ashamed, promised to remove those statements from future editions of the book. Number 25. During the 1936 Berlin Olympics, India defeated Germany in a hockey match, with Major Dhyan Chand leading the Indian team. Hitler was so impressed by Dhyan Chand that he offered him a position in the German team, but Dhyan Chand politely declined. Number 26. Hitler believed that Germany would either become the world's most powerful nation or cease to exist altogether. The destruction of Germany was a price he was willing to pay. Number 27. As World War II came to an end, Germany was on the verge of developing nuclear weapons. If they had succeeded, the world might have faced even greater horrors. Number 28. It is believed that when the Allies attacked Berlin, Hitler committed suicide on April 30, 1945. But that wasn't the end of the suffering he caused. Millions of lives were shattered by the war he had led. Number 29. Just one day before his death, Hitler married his longtime partner Eva Braun. The next day, in a final act of desperation, Hitler shot himself, and Eva took her own life by swallowing poison. Number 30. Some historians suggest that Hitler may not have committed suicide at all. According to conspiracy theories, he escaped to Argentina with his lover and lived there in hiding until 1962. Whether this is true or not, the shadows of his crimes still linger. That's all for this video, friends. If you found this video informative, please give it a like. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Adolf Hitler in the comments. And for more videos on history, philosophy, and intriguing facts, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. I'll see you in the next video.